Boom, baby, we're live. What up? Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 875. Wes Watson is in a toxic relationship. This is a relationship breakdown for everybody that likes to say all guys needs are looks, money, status. That's all you need to have dating success and relationship success. We're going to show you why you're completely wrong, because this is a guy who has millions of dollars. He's jacked. He's shredded. He has clout, and he has very bad game. This is not an episode dedicated to tearing down either of these individuals. This is an objective critique of what I have been witnessing in their relationship since we've been talking about it. And it's just going to be an objective analysis, you know, not trying to, if you listen to what Wes Watson says, there's a lot of wisdom in what Wes Watson is talking about. And his story and his message is powerful. You know, he talks about taking care of your body, taking accountability, being congruent with yourself. But he doesn't really talk about the fact that, and what's very hard for him to be aware, this is a man, in my opinion, with very deep inner game issues. And he's looking for love and affection and intimacy in this relationship, and he's not getting it. And she is not a good relationship partner either. She definitely has some unresolved trauma. And, you know, she used to be a stripper, she used to be a dancer. And, you know, he has his background. So I saw this and I really wanted to give like a very deep, thoughtful breakdown. I know I'm basically 2 hours late. I was staying up late last night. I was watching what happened with the Yeezy token, which I kind of knew was going to go to zero. But I was staying up late last night watching that. And yeah, I just overslept because, you know, we did Tokyo Crypto Show last night as well. So kind of like when I go to bed, the show gets done around 10. I went to bed, not gonna lie, guys. I went to bed at like 2 or 3 a.m. because I was also doing some work late at night. And so, yeah, here we are. But it's better late than never, right? Who's happy to be here starting off your Monday with me, MLD? So hit that like button, and then we are going to get going right after the intro.
Connection established.
Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something else to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
I am teaching you how to be strong. I am teaching you how to be powerful. So when bad things happen to you, you don't quit.
Okay, because you don't know
how.
Because you don't know.
No, if I'm not going to explain to myself.
Listen, in normal conversation where people aren't sitting around and patronizing you because you're loud and obnoxious, and a lot of people don't want to confront you and tell you that. But I'll tell you that right now, young lady. You're very loud and obnoxious and you're rude.
You wanted to blow it up and make me seem like something I'm not, and I didn't appreciate that. But that's okay. You can do what you want to do for your content.
Oh boy, somebody's triggered.
And
She's
you can do
triggered.
that. No, Adam sent me a clip.
You should want a woman that you can build with.
She can build me a sandwich.
My man,
It's common sense in every other country in the god world, but here you got to get out of god Venn diagram and be like, hey, don't post half-naked photos of yourself because you're gonna attract fucking predators.
What up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? So happy to be here. Thank you guys for being here early in the morning with me in my freezing house. Holy cow, my air conditioning is freezing. I can tell you what, boys, you know why I overslept? I got that 8-sleep bed. I got this bed. This is an AI controlled bed. Okay, so when I'm sleeping, the bed makes all these micro adjustments to what's happening with me. This is last night, for example, right? It's called the autopilot program with the 8 sleep. And when I was sleeping, it made 22 adjustments, 2 phase and modes adjustments, and then 20 sleep stage responses last night. And I knocked right the F out. And what's funny, what's interesting too, is the Aura Ring, which you guys know I'm a big fan of the Aura Ring, right? So the Aura Ring tracks my sleep as well as the bed. The bed has a built-in sensor. Again, it's called the 8 sleep, like the number 8 and then sleep. I have been getting the best quality sleep I have ever received in my entire life since I bought this bed. This bed was very expensive. It was $5,800. I know a lot of people cannot afford that. But I will say, if you are a person that can't afford it and you have problems with sleep, I have problems sleeping. I have insomnia. I'm always staying up late. I'm always working late. Sleep has always been kind of a little bit of a struggle for me. And man, this bed, I mean, look at me. I'm feeling right as rain. So I like it. I like it a lot. Really recommend the bed. 8 sleep. Somebody says JWB. I got an interview for a promotion this morning. I gotta go. Gotta go. Hell yeah. Good work, buddy. Let's go. Let's go.
Get money.
Let's go. I'm gonna blast my fucking eardrums out with this shit. So let's go. Yeah. I remember watching him argue against Andrew and Hessian, Fresh and Fit, hell emotional guy. So what we're going to talk about here, okay, so like I said, I want to just make this very, very, very clear, all right? I am an ally to all men, okay? All of you men who are live watching me right now, it doesn't matter if you're a Spanish guy, a white guy, a black guy, wherever you are, okay? If you guys know me, I've been doing this for 10 years, okay? You know what that means? I'm officially an OG in the game. I have paved the way since 2015 when I started my channel to get to the point where men are now, where actually like there's some balance being brought back to the force. And I take very great pride in what I do. And it would be nothing if guys like you were not watching at home. And I know what it's like to be like you. I was thinking last night, why have I had so much success? Why have I been so relatable? Why have I been, you know, in regards to my coaching and just having such great clients, building such a strong and amazing community? What does it all come down to? And the reality is, it's just because I was just like you guys. Like, I don't have a, you know, happy, healthy family that I come from. I didn't grow up rich. I grew up very poor. Grew up very even below the poverty line, quite frankly. You know, I'm not 6 foot tall. I don't have 6-pack abs. You know, I have been making the 6-figure salary for quite some time now. You know, that's just full transparency, which you guys know. But the majority of my life from, you know, 32 and before, I was just broke. I think the most I ever made was like when I was on a taxi driving in Hawaii in 2014, when I was making like, you know, $7,000 to $10,000 a month, you know, before Uber destroyed everything on Oahu with the taxi business. So I said all that to say this, you know, never forget why I do this channel. Okay, I do this channel so men can level up, so guys can do great things with their life. Okay, that's the main reason I do this show. And everybody who knows me, honestly, can tell you the truth. Behind the scenes, I practice what I preach, okay? I work very hard. I'm a very disciplined guy behind the scenes. And, you know, I just want to impart that wisdom to you guys and help you get what you want. That's my main goal here in life. And if you want to be successful, you know how you be successful in life? You help people. You don't do something that hurts people. You don't put out content that psychologically puts people down. You don't put out content that hurts people, that takes their money, that ruins their relationship. You don't do anything like that. Okay? You be a good person. You do an honest work. You show up on time. And in today's day and age, that's like walking on water from Jesus himself. So we have not been here for a while. My little Asian son, Logan, was here, and I wasn't able to do comment review, okay, for quite some time now. And we are back to back missing episodes of comment reviews. So I have to do 1, 2, 3 episodes of comment review. Are you guys ready? Do you guys even like comment review, or you think, man, comment review is the dumbest thing ever? I personally love comment review. So I'm going to do it. But I want to hear your feedback in the chat. Definitely know, because we're going to feature viewers like you right now. I'm also working on some hilarious new animations because I have an idea. Because I saw this dating coach that's a woman that was just giving the worst ever advice, guys. And this woman's body language, like, you guys got to understand, when you study body language to the degree that I do, and you go on dates with a bunch of people, you can see the pattern of a liar very easily, right? And so many people lie. You know, women lie a lot, men lie a lot. And when you can, like, the thing about that studying the body language, studying human psychology, really getting deep into it, it's kind of crazy because you can't unlearn it. You cannot unsee it. You know what I mean? You're permanently locked in seeing the truth all the time. And then you see how many people are just so full of shit. You see how many people are just full of lies they're not good people. They don't have good integrity. And you'd be so surprised how often you see this stuff.
Shut up and take my money.
We will be talking about that a little bit later. There's an episode next week. I have a huge backlog of episodes that you guys have been asking me to do. So we got to catch up on it. Shout out to Metroplex, £5 He says, sub MLD, looking forward to this one. Quick question. Could you do an episode specifically on inner game and practical things to do for frame? Today's episode is about inner game. Wes Watson has a very big inner game and frame problem. He has a very big game problem. He is not good with women. This is objective data. I'm not, again, I'm going to make this very clear. I am not attacking Wes Watson. I'm an ally to every man that needs help. That being said, objectively speaking, he's bad at relationships. He is with the wrong woman right now, and they're both with the wrong people. Quite frankly, Angie is the one that kind of needs to go get her act together, because Wes is already incredibly successful. Without Wes, Angie's just another single mom in Miami who has to do OnlyFans or some whatever shit to make money, because she has no real talent. She has no skills. She literally came to him, if you know the story, she was totally broke, and he just started paying for her stuff, which is terrible to do as a man. You don't just meet a woman and just start paying for her stuff. That's like the equivalent of a woman meeting you and immediately having sex with you. Okay? It's a gigantic mess, and we're gonna break it all down. But let's jump into comment review, because you guys already got me going. And we'll go right now. All right, let's go. We'll do last night's episode real quick. This is Ethereum. We're talking about Ethereum. AZ Marine says, I think late September to mid-October will be fun. It will be, indeed. Alex says, great video as always, MLD. I believe based on simple Fibonacci levels, total crypto market cap will top around 5 trillion. We thought so, true, and that's probably not going to happen. It's probably going to go beyond that, in our opinion. At BTC's current dominance percentage of 59%, if total crypto market cap hits 5 trillion, then that would equal 150,000 Bitcoin top this cycle. That would put around 2 trillion divide amongst alts. I mean, I think it's, yeah, King James says, I would say we're probably going to go to like 5.6 or maybe 6 trillion. Anything beyond that is just, there's no real narrative. There's no real catalyst. And sometimes price action is the narrative, but let's just stick to it, man. Stay tuned, because there's a lot to happen here in Q4. You know, Donald Trump and his family just launched their stablecoin on Coinbase this morning, USD1. I don't know if you guys know about that, but I saw that before I got on the show here. Let's go to me and my Asian son, Logan, who we're putting together something, by the way, something pretty crazy. Logan and I, keep an eye on the channel. Keep an eye. Keep an eye on my Instagram too, because you're going to see we are cooking up something pretty cool. You guys are going to like it. So let's take a look at what you guys had to say about me and my Asian son, Logan. Thaddeus Brown says, as much as I respect MLD, hearing this guy who has who's a whole 4 year younger than me talk like this with all his successes is expiring in an even more relatable way. I hope to hear more from him in the future. Yeah, well, you're not going to do it if you don't take your coaching serious, Thaddeus. You know, I know you're in the chat and we've talked. You know, Logan is a very self-disciplined young man. He works hard and he listens to me. He listens to smarter people, richer people than him. And that's why he's so successful. Simplify, Logan. You'll soon find out that the dependents outside of the corpse are far worse than the dependents when you win. I don't know what that means. If MLD had a son, 15 people clicked like. That is hilarious. You guys cracked me up. Logan was dropping nuggets of truth. Let's go. If MLD had a son and didn't tell us, that's funny. I didn't see that one. Wise young man. There's Logan right there. Shout out to you, big man. Milagros, she says, damn, I thought the OC was based. That sucks. They didn't. That sucks they did that to him in high school. Gab, she says, this helped me to know why Zoomer females are going to be single. Ouch. Here's hoping we save Gen Alpha coming of age in 10 to 20 years. Thank you, gentlemen. Hoorah, devil dog. Oh, look at it. You guys got your Marine connection. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Big pimpin'. And let's go to the next one. Oh, here. And then last one. This one was crazy. Female leadership equals financial ruin. The amount of women that I meet in my life who are just so financially irresponsible, in debt, and so much more. If you let your woman take care of the finances, boys, you're crazy. You are crazy. Women who need to mother you like that, they're going to see you as like a little child, and they're not going to respect you long term. You got to be mad, baby. The new next pod says, thanks, MLD. Know this from experience, but learn my lesson and prospering now. Awesome episode. If no one calls in on Fridays, you should just go over calls like this. It's amazing to hear what people spend money on. And they think it's important to see because too many people try to flex money they don't have, especially on social media. I know, right? It's retarded. People are so retarded. D-Ben says, great show. I became a Ramsey fan a few years ago. And it's great to hear you share some of the same values. I do respect Dave Ramsey a lot. If you don't respect him, you're a fool. And listening to your insights on Frame, using his caller stories had me shouting in agreement like a member of a black church. I like it.
Get money!
Milagros, she is back. She says, oh, left alone as a kid with no food. That's insane. I'm so sorry. I think she's talking about me. I don't know. A marriage agreement with the state is always a business transaction. Facts. 100% facts. It's a business deal, not just a divorce. Marriage without the state is romance, sort of. How on earth can you have $20K a month and still be poor? You should be more than fine. Yeah, exactly. Smart man. Milagro says, why do people go into debt for cars? Bruh. I don't know. Especially with children. They're going to ruin the car even if you don't let them eat in there. Oh, kids. I was laughing hysterically. Jim for Buffalo, he says, when you say 10K a month is enough to serve anyone in the United States, is this for a single dude or for a married man with a stay-at-home wife and kids? Kevin Samuels said you need to make $200,000 per year to show. I don't know about that. No. Well, the bottom line is this. That's right now. The majority of people in America don't make $200,000 per year per household, and they have families, so no. And how did Kevin Samuel know? He didn't even have a family and kids. Okay, my brother has a stay-at-home wife and 3 children, and he has never made this. And those kids are homeschooled, well-adjusted, good, educated, decent children. You know, they don't have any excuse. They don't have any exposure to like the LGBT agenda or any of that crap. They're super pure. They're super innocent. They're good little kids, and yeah, it's super lit because that it's like I don't know that this is just this number doesn't make sense to me at all. I'm finding if you live in middle America, cook at home, and do have a modest house, drive a Honda, send your kids to state school, you can do it for a lot less than Kevin says. Absolutely. What's your number to raise a family and not be an irresponsible husband? I think personally, depending on where you are, okay, if you want to go live somewhere extremely expensive, first of all, it's dumb. Okay, don't do that. I think if you go to like places like parts of Florida, parts of the Carolinas, Georgia, you know, places in Kentucky, you can live very, very well for like $5,000 to $6,000 a month. Okay. Eric Thornton says, I can definitely say this. My ex-wife, who is definitely financially responsible, wanted me to transfer all my money to her account when I went to Brazil to live there with her. Yeah, right. Needless to say, I never did. Good job. No, you just don't hand over all your money to a woman, even if she's your wife. That's stupid. You're the man of the household. You're the man of the relationship. It's up to you to manage the finances. I thought it was a terrible idea even then. Now back in the States, I'm pretty clear and learned and still learning from my experience. That's right, Eric. You're doing great in your coaching too, brother. Milagro says this could all be solved with don't share bank accounts, right? For the algo, great show. Gurk's Gunner with the muscle. Thank you, Adam. Mandingo, Dave Ramsey has all his financial knowledge, but still tells men to guess. Well, yeah, like this is the boomer part of Dave Ramsey I don't agree with. Is there a connection to infertility and tattoos? No, but the more tattoos a woman has, you know, so I guess, you know, I have my degree in psychology, right? Bachelor's in science. The more tattoos a woman has typically is an indicator of the more amount of emotional trauma she has been through. Okay, emotionally stable and happy women, they don't need to excessively tattoo all over themselves. And they do this because it is a form of self-mutilation, which is a form of self-harm, which comes from a broken inner game, which typically means they come from a broken home. They don't have a good relationship with their mother. They don't have a good relationship with their father. Happy, healthy, mentally stable women are not cutting their skin and putting poisonous ink. Do you guys know that tattoo ink is very toxic for you, very poisonous, and it messes with the human brain? So no, and actually they did a study as well, and they found out the more people who had excessive amount of tattoos, they also had, I think it was like 45% of them had a history of self-harm. So be careful. Be careful out there. Those tattooed Jezebels. Jesus Christ.
She belongs to the streets.
CA, she's such a good girl. She says, my dad always told me God would put tattoos and holes on my body if he wanted it that way. You have a good father. He loved you. Do you have any tattoos, CA? CA, what ethnicity are you? You white, black, Spanish? What are you? Shout out to Watch Me Worldwide. What a cool name. Legend. I mean, the person who has this kind of name, that's a real legend. Shout out to you, my friend. And yeah, you got 0 tattoos. Asian, white. Are you Asian? Let's go. Yo, I have a new affinity and love for Asians since I met Logan. Guys, keep an eye on the channel. We're doing something really cool. You'll see it in... Yeah, less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. Let's go. All right. My girlfriend has tats and divorced parents. Oof. Well, like I said, excessive tattoos is the big red flag. You know, girls can make mistakes and be dumb and just get a tattoo here or there. But if she's like, got like, I don't know, bro. I would say anything more than 3 is like excessive, in my opinion. Okay. So that was comment review. If you want to leave a comment, leave it, and it'll be pretty lit because we are going to have comment review tomorrow. So real quick, let's jump right into it. So as you guys know, I've been talking about Wes Watson for many years, and I say this in a very, very, very respectful way, because if you do pay attention and you do watch what is going on with him, it's really not a very healthy dynamic. Now, I'm going to be very, very clear once again. I do respect Wes Watson, and I do respect what he does, and I think he is doing far more good in the world than he is doing bad. The guy gets a lot of hate because that's what happens when you have internet fame and you have internet clout, bro. People will watch a little segment of some video about you, and then they'll think that they have your whole ideology and your whole personality perfectly understood. And that's just very stupid and lazy, right? Wes clearly has some inner game issues he needs to work on. But that is also connected to the fact that he does not have good game. He does not know how to choose the right woman, so he cannot lead the right woman. The relationship dynamic here is extremely toxic. And the bottom line is this. Because of Wes's personality and his inability to properly screen and find a good woman, because there is a good woman that follows Wes Watson that would be an amazing partner. There is, but he doesn't have the eyes to see and find this woman, and he may not even be attracted to her. He may be attracted to the toxicity and the chaos and the drama that this Angie woman brings to his life, right? She's a single mother. She hit him up. They had a conversation. She's like, yeah, basically I'm broke. I'm here. And he's like, well, why don't you, she was a fan first, right? So she had that like fan adoration from him. But the problem is she didn't really choose him because she genuinely likes him, which you're going to see in this video. She chose him because she was in a very bad financial spot. And he just said, hey, I'll just pay for everything. Okay. That's literally what happened. And so that being said, you know, it's just a bad dynamic for both people, because with the man, you're leading with the wallet, and with her, you're basically just using the guy because you genuinely don't care and you don't like him, right? Women who consistently use men for money, use men for stuff, you guys understand, it looks like they're winning, but at the end of the day, these women are tortured souls. They're unhappy people, and they are just, at the end of the day, they're not good people. If you're going to sit around and use a man's time, use a man's resources, use a man's clout, use a man's whatever, and then not reciprocate, not give it back, then she's a dirtbag person. She is a dirtbag person, because if the shoes were on the other foot, everybody would say this thing about women, right? So, or with the man, right? But that being said, this is a situation that is so toxic and so bad for both of them. So we're going to just jump right into it. This is a live stream he did the other day. And we're going to go and get to the point here. So here. It's on this guy's YouTube channel, John Bravo Films, who's been constantly talking about Wes and going after him for, you know, quite some months now. So that being said, we're gonna go right here, and oh, actually, hold on, I gotta share this properly, right? Because I don't want this echoing. I'm learning, boys. I'm learning. Here we go, and girls, ladies in the chat.
I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say.
Guys are like, do I still want to hit it or not? That's the only thing guys care about. I would say that's your It's like, do I still want to hit it? Do I want to see her win? Like, is she hot enough for me to want to be with? Do I want her to win? That's fine. And guys don't care if you understand who they are or not. They just don't give a fuck.
I know, but you're a man who wants to be with the woman. You want to be intimate with her.
I know. We want to show women how just women need to validate themselves.
So right here, this is like the jump into the situation that's happening, okay? You never want to be in this kind of position when your girl is arguing and you're not even communicating. You're just both trying to talk over each other. And I've seen this happen a lot in relationships. This is a very toxic dynamic because they're so caught up in their toxic dynamic, they don't even care that a child is present, that this woman is present, and then Jack is present. And they're doing this all live on camera. Like, this is not okay, especially as a man, okay? You can't just be arguing with your woman in public. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing for both of them. But Wes is the man. He needs to take control and be like, yo, like, this is not okay. But Wes is at a point in his life, and I personally believe that he has all the money, he has all the clout, but what he doesn't have is the love and affection of a woman that truly, truly likes him. And he has so much clout, so much money. There is the right woman out there for him, but he is attached to this woman. He needs to leave her. She needs to leave him. It's a very, very, very toxic dynamic. So let's continue here.
I'm irreplaceable on this and that.
No, I said we're all irreplaceable. She only heard that I said I am. I said we're all irreplaceable. I said we all are, right?
Passive aggressive right now.
I said we all are.
Passive aggressive right now. That's why I said it.
And see, they're dragging the people into their fight because they both want to be heard. And the reason they both want to be heard is because they both are not feeling heard in the relationship. Wes is a very hard-headed guy. Okay, he just is. And she is just fighting back because she wants to be heard. But the reality is, for both of them, is it's very evident that this relationship doesn't work, so they both need to leave. Period. It needs to be done.
Directed it towards him, but
I said we're all
everyone is individually
irreplaceable.
unique. So when you're curious and you ask the person that you're interested in, that will build a rapport and a good intimate moment, and where that builds safety.
There's not
And
one
when that
woman that
happens-
I've ever met that could tell you what they really need their solution is. What is your solution for me? What would I do to be emotionally more available for you?
It depends on the circumstance.
See how the
If I need a moment to myself because I'm spread thin with different things, and I say, hey, I need a break, from my day, even though to you it doesn't look like work, but I have an emotional or a mental overload of all the things I have to do with kids, and I'm like, it has nothing to do with you, I just need a minute, I just need you to respect that, and that would help me a lot. And that's it.
Well, I can do that. I'm just going to start doing more streams with people and tipping more.
So there's a couple things here, all right? When a woman really loves you, she can't get enough of you, okay? She always wants to be around you. She always wants to be there for you. She doesn't need a minute to herself, okay? And Wes pays for all her bills. She doesn't have a job. I think she runs a little side hustle for her, like, coaching business or something that she learned through him. Okay. He's a multi-millionaire. They live in a fucking mansion in Miami. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. Okay. She basically has everything taken care of for her. And she's still saying, oh, I need a minute for this. Oh, I need a minute for that. And, what do you need a minute for? Like the kid, sure, I get it. But other than that, it just makes no sense. Ruthless Viking says she's probably holding sex against him every time she wants to be right. She does. And this gets worse. This gets worse. Okay.
I'll make it so you want me more. Watch. I'll play that game double time.
It's not a-
I'm in a different city, bitch. What's up now? I'm here. No, it's fucking a Bugatti, bitch. What's up? Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, but that's just so, that's so immature.
No, but it's not even a game. The only...
That is extremely immature. It's extremely immature. Because the reality is, he just needs to get rid of her. If she doesn't want to give you what you want as a man, and you're a man with the position that he is in, where you have success, clout, money, and she doesn't fulfill your needs or satisfy you, kick her out. Go find another girl. That literally is the answer. That's what I'm telling you guys. If a woman does not fall into your frame, she doesn't like you. Okay? If a woman does not fall into your frame, which means she doesn't help you, she's not compliant, she's not helpful, she's fighting all the time, okay? She doesn't like you. And no, it's not something you need to win her over, okay? That's some Disney crap you guys saw. Oh, I need to win her over. Oh, I need to win over her family. I need to win over her friends. No, you don't. You don't need to win over anybody. She needs to win you over. Because when you're in a relationship with her and if you get married with her, who's the one that has to pay all the bills? You, right? Who's the one that's going to have to answer the front door with a gun or a baseball bat if somebody tries to come and break into the house? You, right? So no, if you have to try to win over a girl and her group of friends or her family or whatever, and they're making you jump through all these hoops like you're a dog, fuck that shit. Peace out. You fucking pack up, you go talk to another girl, you will find the right girl for you. If you're a guy who's working on yourself, money, muscles, game frame, working on yourself, leveling up every day, taking care of your body, being a good person, you will find a good woman. Will it take time? Yes, all good things take time. But it's better than being married to some ungrateful animal who is eventually going to divorce you and drag you through the court system anyways to get revenge on the fact that she really hates you because she hates herself, because she didn't have the balls to fucking choose and stay with what she wanted. She said she made a compromise to stay with you. So yeah, exactly. And so Daniel Bell's making a good point. What's crazy is she thinks she's doing him a favor by being there. Yeah, she's out of touch. She's out of touch. Okay. So there's that. Another example of a woman who thinks she's the prize. Yeah, because if she leaves Wes Watson, right, and they're gonna break up. She's looking for an exit. She's either gonna jump to another simp that's gonna take care of her, or she's gonna just peace out. But she has like every guy, statistically speaking, is going to be a downgrade financially after this. But she's got to work on her own issues because she's messed up too. Watch, you'll see.
It's not a game. The only way guys cannot get what they want is to do something else. They have to redirect their energy. So if I really want to be with you physically and you're too tired, then I have to fucking go do something else to where I'm distracted. So I have to go do something with Jack and they might forget. So if I'm at the house and you're at the house and I'm wanting my dick sucked and I can't get my fucking dick sucked, I'm pissed. Like, yeah, fuck, pissed. You know? Like, no. So this is the thing.
Then just go find another bitch. Be like, fine, you know what?
But I'm not trying to say it like that. She doesn't know what we're saying. She said in front of the baby.
Like the baby. But just a little bit of, just a little bit.
I was going to say BJ, but I forgot to.
Yeah, that's inappropriate to Wes. It's stupid, immature, foolish. And guys, again, I want to make it very, very, very clear, okay? If a girl's with you and she's constantly withholding sex, constantly withholding sexual pleasure from you, and you're not happy, you're not sexually compatible with that girl, so dump her and go find a woman that is. Because what he's doing now is she's not in his frame. They're not compatible. He's angry, and so he's attacking her because he wants her to change. But she doesn't want to change. And the reason why she doesn't want to change is she just does not like him that much. She is using him for money. This is a very clear and obvious thing. It's be there with him, have a headache day in and day out, time to time, have some moments of happiness, but she's looking for her exit. Mark my words, she is looking for her exit. Yeah, danger, exactly. Negotiating desire. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, no.
Alone time, the baby doesn't know what we're saying. The whole thing is it's words. So, I mean, it's the reality of life. So, I mean, exactly. I'm just not jaded to reality. It wouldn't bother me either way if people heard words at 2, 5, 6, 12, or whatever. I was literally around drugs at that age.
I have different views, so that's why sometimes we beg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, my views got.
Yeah, well, it's her kid, and she's right. Honestly, this is when Wes is just being a hard head. I don't even understand what he's really trying to go on about. There's no reason you should, just because you were around drugs and all this crazy stuff when you were a kid. I mean, let's be honest, but look how your life turned out. You spent a bunch of years in jail. Okay, you should be sheltering that young little girl from all this harsh, negative, disgusting language as an adult, and that's probably another reason why Angie's kind of frustrated with him. That he doesn't get it. It's just he doesn't get it. This is just a typical guy who just doesn't get it. Okay, just doesn't get it. Yeah. Oh yeah, having this fight on camera is gonna look great in court for him. I know, right? Jesus.
Got me first.
Different
So I'm just saying. This whole thing is the way I think and the way I operate got me way further. So when you guys really want to learn how to level up as women, you have to listen to the people who got way further than you and how they got way further.
Yeah, that's the conversation I was having with Christy yesterday, word for word.
No, but this is the thing.
So here's a little bit right there when he's saying that if you want to get ahead, you should listen to people ahead of you. He's right there. But Angie doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want to level up. Like, guys, if somebody is a loser and they're not trying at the age 30, okay, that's who they are. She was broke. She had no money. She was at the point that she was basically almost homeless. And she signed up for Wes's course. And he started hitting on her and like immediately flew out there to meet her on a private jet and like just agreed to like take care of all her financial problems immediately, which is the most beta male thing you can do.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah. Mr. Wolf, TF20, says $5 super chat. Have some self-respect for yourself really is important in the modern world. Yes. 100% frame. Yes. No woman is worth this level of public humiliation. Okay. Oh, damn. I didn't know we had a celebrity in the house. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Everybody bow down.
Get money!
The king is here. King Dre's in the house. He says he's always bragging about how hot she is and how she looks. The #1 sign of low-level game. A useless woman is not hot at all. Big, big, big facts.
She belongs to the streets.
Okay? This woman is not an asset. This woman is a liability. A woman who causes you stress in life is something that's going to affect you negatively. Good women bring peace. Good women bring stability, okay? They're not constantly causing trouble in the house. They're not constantly talking shit about you. This gets worse on her behalf too, okay? But this is just stressful to watch. This is here. Let me go back real quick. Listen to what she says here.
And the way I operate got me way further. So when you guys really want to learn how to level up as women, you have to listen to the people who got way further than you and how they got way further.
Yeah, that's the conversation I was having with Christy yesterday.
Yeah, so he's trying to say basically get into frame with me, get into my frame. You have to understand women who do this are yada, yada, yada. You know, you're not listening, you're behind. But again, if a woman likes you, she's going to listen to you. She's going to be cooperative with you. She's going to try to make it work. Okay? If a woman really likes you and she has a low sex drive, you know what she's going to do? She's going to go on the computer like, how do I raise my sex drive? How can I enjoy sex more? That's what she will genuinely do. Because if you like something and a woman likes it, guess what? If you like home-cooked meal and you're with a woman that genuinely likes you, you know what she's going to do? She's going to start to learn how to cook a home-cooked meal. And the reason why a lot of you guys are so, you guys are a little bit confused is a lot of you have never really been with a woman that genuinely loves you for who you are, who genuinely desires you. And you can never get to that level unless you genuinely love yourself. You genuinely take care of yourself. You genuinely respect yourself. You genuinely stick up for yourself. Like a very big indicator of low self-esteem with guys is when somebody says something dishonest about you or disrespects you and then you tolerate it. You do not tolerate disrespect from people. When somebody wants to slander your name, when somebody wants to say something disrespectful to your face, it's up to you to say, hey, don't talk to me like that. That's not okay. Maybe you could talk to your father like that. Maybe you could talk to your mother like that. I don't know if that's you talk to your family at home, but you don't talk to me like that. You speak to me in a very respectful manner or we don't speak at all. And you got to stand on business, period. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about that. That's completely non-negotiable. Man or woman, but I'm talking to the men here. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. If you don't have self-respect, if you don't have self-love, you can't get from the outside what you can't get from yourself. And that's exactly what this relationship is all about. because Wes doesn't know how to be nice and kind and loving to himself. Because if he talks like that outward to people, that's how he's talking to himself in his head. Okay? And same thing with her. She's in this relationship for money only, period. There's nothing more to be said about it. That's why she's acting like this way. So, but it's on Wes. He needs to leave, but he's so, literally, you'll hear it. He is literally sounding desperate for intimacy. Not only does he desire sex, but he desires intimacy. And she's not giving it to him. You know, that's one thing I've noticed in relationship dynamics for sometimes with guys, right? They'll be with a really attractive girl, but she doesn't emotionally fulfill him. So they try to fill that void where there's, you know, that hole that they feel about the relationship. They try to fill that with physical intimacy, sex, and they try to like force the intimacy. But if she doesn't get you up here, then nothing out here matters. It's just, you know, it's glorified masturbation to a degree.
That's true, word for word.
No, but this is the thing. F it. I don't have to like everything about anybody. I'd be fucking stupid to think I would. You really think you're gonna like everything about everyone? What the fuck's the matter with you? Like, and if you're gonna nitpick the shit you don't like, well then get the fuck out of here and be by yourself. Like,
there it is, but he's not taking his own advice. He's not taking his own advice. He's 100% right. Being around somebody nitpicking you all the time. Oh, did you say this? So what did you do this? Are you wearing that? Like, that's exhausting to be around. That's extremely, extremely, extremely exhausting, you know? And that's just not something you really want to be around for any kind of stability, you know? I just follow Trump. My girlfriend thinks I'm smart. You're a good man if your girlfriend thinks you're smart. You're lucky. So she took his course for the chance to get with him, and he fell for it. I mean, who knows, right? But here we are. Here we are. Let's continue.
Like, dude, I'm not gonna nitpick the shit. Like, you're hot as f. I want it to work. I'll do these things. If I was wrong, I'll admit it. What the f? Like, let's not overcomplicate it. Intelligence and genius is simplified. The way all these people do their shit is such a shit show of fucking just too much information. It's not intelligent to have that much questioning. Like, let's just make it simple. You like me or you don't?
What book were you reading? The one from...
What? I read the book from Hitler in prison, yeah. That's how you...
What was it? What was
you say it loud, say it again.
Yeah.
You say it loud, say it again. Say it loud, say it again. Say it loud, say it again. And it brainwashed people. But so I brainwashed.
So that was a sneak diss on her end. She was like, oh, so why don't you tell people you read that Hitler book, right? She knows what she's doing. She knows how she's framing it. And she's trying, this is how women are when they don't like you. They're psychologically very manipulative when they're not a good person inside their heart. Okay? And the fact that she's doing this to him on camera when he has a gigantic brand, he makes millions of dollars, and now she's associating him with Hitler. She knows what she's doing. So what she's trying to do is continuously piss him off so he kicks her out. That's what she's doing subconsciously. She's doing this shit to get kicked out of his life. But he, like I said, he's very dangerous. And, you know, it's just a very cringe situation. CA's in the house. She says that lady on the couch is dumb to continue to sit there with the girl. Yeah, that's the girlfriend. Yeah, and she's a pretty dumb girl in my opinion. She's pretty stupid. Like, this is just terrible. She's a low quality woman, because if you're just gonna sit there and talk shit about your man and stay with him, like, what does that say about you? You're a fucking loser too. You know, you're so financially pathetic that you're leeching off of this guy while talking shit to him. How stupid are you?
People in a good way, but I still know I'm brainwashing them, and I love her. I would do anything for her, and like at any time. Like, that's just as much as I know love to be. I don't know how to fully change character overnight, or responses, or the way I've been for so long. I don't know how to change that overnight. If you're gonna tell someone to change, you better break it down. Like,
This is that stupid prison tough guy alpha male bullshit where he's like, I love her no matter what. I love her no matter what. I wouldn't, bro. Have you lost your mind? I would not love a woman who is constantly disrespecting me, constantly causing you trouble. Like, again, this is evidence of bad inner game, okay? 100% the worst situation for this guy to be in, because he has all the money. He has all the clout. There is a woman in his audience out there that's like dying to be with him. But he's with this ungrateful, single mother who's just sitting there in his house talking shit to him. If you continue to love somebody as they disrespect you, that is a very, very low self-esteem thing to do. Okay? And it's desperate. So he's very desperate. And again, this conversation is going to get a lot more emotionally dark, and yeah, you'll see. But this is a very deep inner game problem we're witnessing here, everybody.
You better break it down into steps and really teach
take my money.
This is what I'm.
Mr. T Wolf, $10 super chat. Thanks so much. This is not getting angry or yelling like an idiot, but saying firmly, don't talk to me like that. I don't associate with people that disrespect me. And if you don't like it, pound sand, there's a door. Absolutely. Dude, let me take, brother. Wisdom. Hold on, let me go full screen. I gotta fix this camera angle. I'm like, hey guys. Wow, this is a great point here. Not getting angry. I'm gonna fix this soon. We're gonna revamp everything here soon. We're gonna build a pro studio. But this is very good wisdom here, Mr. T Wolf, Mr. Wolf TF20. This is 100% wisdom, guys. This whole situation where women are out of control and disrespectful in the modern Western world now is because men don't stick up for themselves. Guys, I'm telling you, if somebody insults you, I'm not telling you got to pull out the gat, all right? I'm not telling that. But I'm saying, if somebody insults you and you sit there and you take it, your subconscious mind, your inner game, your inner masculine spirit, it sees you getting insulted and doing nothing about it. And then it says, oh, okay, I guess this is okay. I guess this is okay. Because you take it. And I've seen people, I'm coaching a guy right now. I don't know if he's watching. I told him recently start taking some boxing lessons because I could tell he's very lacking confidence. And I told him, brother, you need to go to the fighting gym and you need to build some real life physical confidence so that can manifest into internal confidence. Okay? And he's already getting improvements because before I could just tell that this guy was just kind of a pushover. And like people would bully him, and he would always tell me he'd always having interactions at work where people were kind of bullying him or, just treating him in a disrespectful way. And I said, you cannot go through life being disrespected. Guys, I don't care if it's man or woman. This whole bullshit, oh, walk away, be the bigger man. No, that's bullshit. That's probably a psyop from the CIA, if we're being honest. Okay? And again, I'm not telling you to pull out a gat and murk somebody. But what I am saying is you do not tolerate disrespect from people. Anybody. And you're going to internally in your heart know if somebody's disrespecting you. You're going to feel it. You're going to be like, wait a minute. Instinctively, you're going to be like, wait a minute, I didn't like that. I don't like that tone. I don't like that passive aggressive. Maybe the waiter's talking to your girlfriend too much. Maybe he touches her on the shoulder. Maybe somebody in the parking lot, cuts you off or gives you the middle finger. Something like that. Like, you can't just be taking these little incremental disrespectful things and expect to be a confident person. Because a confident person loves themselves. They stick up for themselves. They defend themselves, okay? And it doesn't matter if anybody likes them or not. It doesn't matter. The whole world can fucking hate me. But if I'm right and the whole world is wrong, I'm right here. No. Fuck you all. You're all wrong. I'm not apologizing for shit. And kiss my fucking ass. That's what I did during the whole fucking pandemic. Take the vaccine. No, fuck you. How about that? How about you take this and shove it up your fucking ass? Vaccinate that, motherfucker. How about that? Okay, because you're not forcing me to do some shit that I don't want to fucking do. You're not going to talk to me in a disrespectful way and think I'm just going to tolerate it like I'm with the rest of these fucking simps out here. Fuck that. Okay? Self-respect starts here, gentlemen, every day. Don't be talking shit to yourself. Don't be bad-mouthing yourself. Don't be downplaying your success. Don't be downplaying all your, things that you want positively going in your life. Don't downplay like your goals. Don't do any of that, okay? So let's continue.
Come away.
Wow. Thing is, though, there are people who think that you just have to like conform to what they want, and they're gonna bypass everything you say.
Nobody wants you to conform. They're the people like me that she thinks are wanting him to conform. I'm saying I don't know how to do it. When I was in prison and someone called me a bitch, you have to kill them. Okay? Like if someone calls you, if in prison someone calls you a punk or a bitch, you have to f them up. And so out here, when people are calling me a punk or bitch, I'm like, oh, what the f? Like, stop! I don't know how to take this. And they do it on purpose, knowing that I'm f***ing mad, you know? And if you're making me mad, like, why are you doing that? Like,
oh shit, was that not playing? Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Give me 1 second. Sorry. Fuck. We'll go back here.
Who think that you just have to like conform to what they want, and they're gonna bypass everything you say.
Nobody wants you to conform. They're the people like me that she thinks are wanting to conform. I'm saying I don't know how to do it. When I was in prison and someone called me a bitch, you have to kill them. Okay? Like if someone calls you, yeah.
All right. Can we stop with the whole prison talk? You're not in prison. You're in a multi-million-dollar fucking house making millions of dollars in Miami. Prison rules don't apply here, pal. What is wrong with you? You're like, calm down, bro. The trenbolone is going to your head.
If in prison someone calls you a punk or a bitch, you have to f them up. And so out here, when people are calling me a punk or bitch, I'm like, oh, what the f? Like, stop! I don't know how to take this. And they do it on purpose, knowing that I'm f***ing mad, you know?
So again, childish, lacking inner game. Look, I've learned this from going through getting super viral. You know, guys, I went to this creator event on this last weekend, and so many people knew me. Girls from China knew me. People knew me from going viral on TikTok. Everybody loved me. It was super cool. Met all these amazing people that supported me, supported my content. Smart people, right? And when you do get a certain amount of clout, when you do start to get an amount of attention for, rising to the top or whatever the case may be, people are going to take shots at you. I get insults every day. I get insults in the chat. I get insults in the comments, okay? I get insults from people in real life. But you know what it is? You have to understand that nobody can make you feel bad unless you agree with them. So Wes here is giving all the power to these people. Like if somebody makes fun of me and they're like, oh, you're this, you're that. I'm like, listen, motherfucker, I'm free. I've made millions of dollars. I've changed millions and millions of people's lives with my content, okay? Whatever you say, I don't really care because you've never accomplished as much as I have. You, statistically speaking, never will accomplish as much as I have. You will never make as much money as I have. You'll never have as much influence as I ever had in my life. So I really don't care what you have to say about me because your opinion is not valid if you're not doing better than me, first of all. And second of all, I know that I've worked on myself and done a lot of work on myself to the point that I know I'm a good person. I know I act with integrity. I know I act with goodwill. I'm not out here lying to people. I'm not out here trying to trick
Shut up and take my money.
I'm not out here trying to steal people's money or be a dishonest person. I know who I am. So you could come up to me and call me poor, ugly, old, fat. I've been called everything, bros. Everything. Mongoloid, ugly, racially mixed, shit baby. I don't even know what a shit baby is, but that's funny because I remember that one. Just like every insult in the world, I've heard it, but I don't give a fuck because you know what? I'm the fucking man. I love me. Okay, so nothing but anybody says to me can get me upset because my life is amazing because I'm amazing because I did the work on myself. That's very simple. Okay. Mr. Wolf TF20 $5 super chat says you have to say something otherwise it will weigh on your mind after so many times being disrespected. Yeah, I agree with you. You deserve it to your future self to not take it. Absolutely. You have to stick up for yourself. You can't just tolerate stuff. Like, you know, there's strategic tolerating stuff, like if you're in a job or whatever, and like you're going to leave or you can't do it. Like there's strategically tolerating stuff, but for the most part, you can't be doing that. But again, going back to this, you can't be getting upset about what people in the street are saying, because like, why do you care, bro? You're rich, you're successful, you've got clout, you have everything, you don't worry about anything. Why would you do that? Because he's still deeply insecure, unfortunately.
And if you're making me mad, like, why are you doing that? Like, hug a person like me. I came out of hell. Like, when I'm pissed off, hug me and say, babe, calm down. She won't do that. She'll be like, look at you. Instead of hugging me and saying, hey, I don't want you to be so mad. Like, I know you've been through hell. She'll never just hug me and tell me, and it's going to be okay and chill. And I asked for it. I'm like, just hug me, just chill.
Hug someone who's like talking at me or yelling at
me.
I don't go to that.
I talk like this. Do you guys think I'm talking at you or yelling at you? I talk like this. This is how I talk. When she watched my videos and didn't know me, it was like this. And then I still talk like this. This is just how I talk. I just talk like this. Like, even when someone confronts me, like, what? I didn't do it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I talk fast and I talk like this. And she's like, what the f are you talking like that for? Talking that? And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just f***ing like, what do I do? People with me just got to...
So that right there was probably the deepest part of the whole conversation. That was the deepest part of the conversation. I'm going to replay it so you guys can hear, because he talks exactly about what he wants and needs in a relationship. Listen, pay attention. This is what you hear. You can hear the inner game issues crying through here.
Talk like this. Do you guys think I'm talking at you? Hell, like knowing to kill them. Okay, like if someone calls you, if in prison someone calls you a punk or a bitch, you have to f them up. And so out here, when people are calling me a punk or bitch, I'm like, oh, what the f? Like, stop! I don't know how to take this. And they do it on purpose, knowing that I'm f***ing mad, you know? And if you're making me mad, like, why are you doing that? Like, hug a person like me. I came out of hell. Like, when I'm pissed off, hug me and say, babe, calm down. She won't do that. She'll be like, look at you. Instead of hugging me and saying, hey, I don't want you to be so mad. Like, I know you've been through hell. She'll never just hug me and tell me, and it's going to be okay and chill. And I asked for it. I'm like, just hug me, just chill.
Hug someone who's like talking at me or yelling at me. I don't go to that.
I talk like this. Do you guys think I'm talking at you or yelling at you? I talk like this. This is how I talk. When she watched my videos and didn't know me, it was like this. And then I still talk like this. This is just how I talk. I just talk like this. Like, even when someone confronts me, like, what? I didn't do it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I talk fast and I talk like this. And she's like, what the f are you talking like that for? Talking that? And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just f***ing like, what do I do? People with me just gotta realize.
I'll tell you what you do. You leave her. You leave her. It's just sad. If you truly look at this is a 41-year-old man who has millions of dollars, has so much clout. He has a very positive message. Despite all his delivery being very bad, he needs to work on his delivery. Okay? He is making the world a better place. With his educational content, with what he says, there's a lot of wisdom in what he says. But he, you know, he's a little insufferable a little bit. And he needs to work on himself to be a little bit more self-aware, right? He needs to be a little bit more self-aware and have deeper understanding of female nature and game, right? But at the same time, I've seen this happen with men time and time and time again. Okay, so listen to me, all of you. I've seen this happen with white men, with Spanish men, with Arabic men, all right? With fucking Indian people, with Japanese people. I've seen it. This is a man's psychological problem, okay? Listen to me closely because this is extremely important. If you're in a relationship with a woman and you feel drained, you feel unheard, you feel unloved, and you feel like you're doing so much and she's not doing anything, leave. Leave. It's not a healthy relationship. This is not like the, you know, the typical modern thing when people say, oh, you're not getting exactly what you want in a relationship, leave. Dump her, leave, go, 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 go. But people don't change. And if you're not getting what you want from a relationship, you're hurting yourself as well as hurting that woman by staying with her. And eventually, that desire that you feel to get what you want, you're going to get to a breaking point. You're going to break up and get out, or you're going to break down and then she's going to leave you. And then you're going to, because you're cooked either way. So you just might as well rip off the Band-Aid, be a man about it, bleed out. It is what it is. It sucks. You know, I'm going to do an episode, I promise you guys, next week on how to get over heartbreak. Okay? Because getting over heartbreak sucks. Being heartbroken as a man sucks. It happens to us. It is what it is. I've been heartbroken before. Sucks. I've been there. Can't sleep. You can't eat. You're stalking her on social media. You're doing all this unhealthy bullshit. You're just fucking yourself up for some bitch that doesn't even like you. Okay? It's an unhealthy inner game problem that you're dealing with. You got to understand the reason why we're in this whole mess with the Western world being the way it is because of two parts. Part one is because men have been tolerating bad behavior from women just to get some sex for too long. American men, by and large, okay, are the largest group of simps on the planet. Okay, American men go to other dating places and ruin everything for everybody because American men simp with their wallet. You know why I don't go to Colombia? You know, I'm like, oh, Colombia is the best place in the world, bro. Because it got played out by all the wannabe passport bros and all the fucking losers from Miami that want to go down to Colombia and hang out with girls who will bang you for 80 fucking bucks, and then they just meet all these regular girls, a lot of them are whores, and they just start dropping money. Do you know what they have now? They have a systemized approach to drug, rob, and kill passport bros in Colombia. Do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know what scopoline is? Okay, they have a drug that they blow in your face or put in your drink that makes you super compliant, and then they take you to your room. They say, what's your phone number? What's your phone password? Oh my God, this is your bank? How much money do you have? And then they drain you. They're training crypto bros now. So for all you men who think, oh, I'm having trouble with women, so I'll go to the gym and get muscles. Oh, I'll go get rich, right? I'll go get rich, and then I'm a big old fat juicy target for a fucking highly psychologically sophisticated predator, aka a gold digger, come in there and financially extract everything you have and on to the next one. Like you just got pumped and dumped like a Yeezy token, all right? So that is very, 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 very big problem that's happening right now. That's part one. You know why I don't talk about all the top secret locations that we travel and go to? Because I don't want the general public to know. Because I was a passport bro before passport bro was even a fucking thing. I left America in 2012. Well, some of you guys were in fucking diapers. So, Uncle MLD is here to set the story straight. And I'm telling you, American men, and I'm back here in America now, so I can say this with absolute certainty. The biggest, largest groups of simps on the planet. And if you don't believe me, look what Wes Watson is doing. Wes Watson, and I say this with respect, is simping for this woman. Because he's trying to brute strength sex out of her. Like, you don't give me sex, you don't give me this, you don't give me that. Dude, this man and this woman have been publicly fighting on Instagram and YouTube for the longest time. This is not a one-off. This is an ongoing thing that the whole world is watching. I feel so bad for this guy. I genuinely do. I genuinely do. But you know what? If I hung out with him, he'd probably tell me I'm a fucking loser or scream at me for being skinny or something. Sometimes God has got to be the one to humble you. Sometimes everybody tell you, when God tells you to sit down, you will sit down. God will sit your ass down. Life will sit you down. Man or woman, if you go through life unchecking your bullshit, that grows as you get older. And your bullshit becomes more and more apparent that either A, nobody wants to deal with you, or B, you finally come to Jesus and you fix your shit. Which very few people do. But if people like you guys are watching, my clients, you know what my biggest problem with my clients is, guys? They don't come back for coaching anymore. You know what that means? I am fixing people. That's the worst business model. You know what the number one thing to tell a fat person is? Stop eating so much. You are fat because you are eating too much food. But no, take Ozempic. No, that's fat phobic. No, you're not being body positive enough. No, you're body shaming me. Anything but fix the problem. You know, Mr. T. Wolf, he says, at this point, is this real? It is real. Or just some terrible rage bait content Wes is making. This is bad content. This is bad publicity. This is not genius marketing. This is very, very bad. This is turning people off to Wes Watson. This is people making want to sign up for his coaching less. So, I'm just here to tell you the truth, okay? What do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong? What do you guys think? And chat, I'm going to put a poll out. Let me think about it for a second, but we'll put a poll out. I want to get some audience interaction from you guys. Anyways, let's continue.
It's like, I'm so easy to deal with if you just be like, hey, let's all calm down. I love you. Like, I got you. Like, I'm like, okay, because I think there's like a problem going to happen, you know? Like,
and again, he's saying, he constantly saying, I just want to be heard. I love you. I just want to be told I love you. I want to be told I'm loved. I want to be told I'm appreciated. Right? Oh, sorry. Thank you, Andrew. This StreamYard setting is so dumb. I don't know why they have that setting there. Because I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, thanks, Andrew. But yeah, you know, he constantly is saying he wants love. He's like, I want to be loved. I want to have affection. This is what I'm telling you guys too. For all you guys that think, oh, I'm just gonna go my whole life having casual sex. Like when 37, 38, 39 years old starts to roll around and you don't have somebody, you start seeing people around you having kids, you know, you start seeing people like and doing couple stuff all the time. And he's conceding, he's breaking his own frame just to get a morsel of love and respect. And he's getting little very morsels of it. But again, you know, this is no bueno. No bueno.
I have PTSD like a motherfucker. And like, I've been through a lot. And like, for someone like her in our house like this, a piece to like fucking even want to argue with me. It's like, dude, just hug me, just chill. Like, I'll fucking kill everybody. Leave me the fuck alone, you know? Yeah. And so I just don't get.
And he's on, so I want you to pay attention to this. So he's pouring his heart out. And if you look at Angie, she's on the phone, like smiling and texting. So when there's like chaos happening in a relationship, or there's a chaotic situation happening, right? And your girl is like happy and texting. This is a woman who is addicted to drama and likes chaos. And you can't build something stable and grow. His business has probably been going down since he's been involved with this girl, not going up.
Why people don't get that with someone like
Some people doesn't get like when you even, sometimes you're overwhelmed and you just want to hug. Just give me the hug. It's gonna be okay.
You won't do it. If we're like fighting and I'm like, let's hug it out, it's not coming from
I know, because you're not going to be like, hug me. No.
I know, but
no.
It's like a resentment type of like, you need to get over the resentment that's happened.
No, definitely not. But I don't like fights.
No.
I have
But
to.
this is the thing. I'm always trying to not get there before we get there. I'm not the person who initiates it. So before we even get there, I'm like, let's just hug and not fight. Like I said, no man is ever trying to fight you ladies. It's not happening. Like, I've never wanted to fight any chick. Ever. There's no point. Like, if I'm going to fight a chick, I might as well just throw in the water. Because I'm going to prison anyways. Like, so this is the whole point. Like, I don't want to fight any chick because there's no winning for me. I'm not going to win, so leave me the fuck alone, you know?
So that's wisdom right there. There is no, like, again,
When you are in a relationship that's like this, you have to leave. You have to leave. There is no answer but leaving. I mean, they have a big pool. They have an inflatable thing in the background. This woman has to worry about a single thing. But again, you can't be with a woman with no integrity and doesn't take accountability. A woman who does not take, a person who does not take accountability in a relationship is a liability. Because you can't be with somebody who just thinks they have a free pass to do whatever they want for the rest of their life.
You see, with me, like, I understand, like, even on a relationship, like 7 times I've said, I would do anything for her, I love her to death. She doesn't even speak about me that way. So
if you say you love her to death, you would do anything for her, and she does not reciprocate, she does not say, I love you too, I'll do anything for you, you have to leave. You're trying to get blood out of a rock. It's over, the relationship's done, pack up, kick her out, sayonara.
She belongs to the streets.
Because a woman like this is 100% guaranteed. Streetwalker confirmed. Go back to the streets. This is why, and here's the biggest problem too with American guys, right? You don't give good girl treatment to hoes, and you don't give hoe treatment to good girls. Hoes, these are short-term flings. You do not emotionally invest into these creatures because you will be hurt. And the same way, you can't treat a good girl like you're going to treat a hoe. You don't you don't text a good girl 2 o'clock in the morning, hey baby, come over, let's hook up. They don't respond to that because they're not hoes. He's giving good girls privileges and treatment to a woman who has a history of being a hoe. She's a single mother for a reason. And clearly she's not very a nice person either, because she's staying with this guy and financially draining him.
It's just like I'm left to just think it and imagine it. She never speaks about me that way, ever, especially not in public. And that is a huge problem for me, that I am so forthcoming with my real feelings, and she never is, and I'm supposed to guess, and then if we argue and get in a fight, I don't know how you say, you never tell me shit. The woman is supposed to be like the calm, serene person who's like, hey, like, I get it, you're mad, I love you, let's just stop.
You're talking about having like a blow-up doll that says,
no,
sit, stay, make me
there's women who aren't can say fuck you and shit, calling you a faggot shit.
Right there. So let's go back. Let's go back. Here's the big tell for me. This was the automatically, she's automatically fired. Pay attention here.
You're talking about having like a blow-up doll that says,
no,
sit, stay.
So what she's saying, you just want a blow-up doll that just does whatever you want. No, because she, again, this is a woman in her 30s who has not been able to secure a man despite being so good looking. That's a red flag. If a woman is extremely attractive, but she's single, that is a red flag. Period. 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 Okay?
No, there's women who aren't can say fuck you and shit, calling you a faggot shit.
So there he is saying, there's this person here calling him the rainbow F word. So I put it on the thumb. If you're with a girl and at any point she calls you a faggot, it's done. It is done. The relationship is over, because you can't have the most important partner in your life, which is your girlfriend or your wife, calling you a faggot and disrespecting you, especially when you're fighting. You got to fight clean. You got to fight fair. That's dirty. She's got to go. Okay? And shout out to JBB. He says, I got the promotion. They just sent me an offer. Let's go, baby. Good work. Bravo, bravo, bravo. How much money did you get? Let us know in the chat. Let's continue here with this. Are you guys learning from this? Put a 1 in the chat if this is educational to you, because this is not supposed to be drama farming. This is supposed to be extremely educational so you can understand. Put a 1 if you're actually getting something from this. Put a 2 if you're like, oh, this is kind of
mind-blowing, mind-numbing bullshit. Okay, but 1, if you're liking it. 2, if you don't like it, let me know in the chat. I'm going to continue here.
There's women who don't call you a f***ing-ass bitch. Like, there's women who don't do that.
Make a woman call you a f***ing-ass bitch.
Dude, you call...
And then she says, again, running away from accountability, why are you making me say that? Okay,
Shut up and take my money.
You can't make anybody say anything. You don't have like an AI to control their throat to make them say something. She doesn't respect this guy. She doesn't like him. She's calling him verbatim. He's saying faggot ass bitch. That's what she's calling him. And he doesn't have self-esteem. He doesn't have inner game. And he doesn't have enough game to think that he could replace her because he's staying with her because there's some kind of scarcity mindset going on here. Okay? Do you think he tolerates this because he's become very close with the kid? He doesn't have kids himself. Should that be a factor? Bro, he can go make a kid. He can make a child. He can make a child. Okay? Period. 30K increase. Bruh. Can I get a $5 super chat? Appreciate you, man. Good work. Congratulations. That's a big money there.
Get money!
That's good, brother. I hope me and the channel helped you out in any possible way to getting that. That will really make my day to know that I had some part in your success. Yeah, he's on steroids. Probably not, though. You could take HGC and restart your nuts and make babies. It's not impossible. It's really not possible.
Everybody that. Everybody you've ever dated, you've called shit like that.
No, I haven't.
Every single one.
How would you know? He's so crazy. He always says, you did this in all your other relationships.
I know the guys.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. This is the thing. There's some people who could be like...
And he said that he has evidence of her calling her exes that. And there's other videos when he talks about it too. Okay? When somebody shows you who you are, you got to believe it, boys.
If they see a guy like me kind of getting agitated, they'd be like, this guy's been through a lot. I understand why he's the way he is. Let me try to calm him down. There's other people that would take combative to it. They'd be like, what's he think he's doing? It's like, the guy is f***ed up. Like, you chose a guy who's been through hell. Like, help him not be that way. Don't just yell at him when he's angry. Like, the guy is f***ed up, okay? He's not normal. I want people to just give a fuck about me and be like, I love you, I understand you.
See, again, he's consistently saying, I need someone to love me. I need someone to take care of me. I need somebody to give him the intimacy he craves.
I go to Jack, and he's completely different guy.
Get the best of me if they just fucking literally were understood, and they said they give a fuck about me. If they're just like, I care, I don't want to keep fighting, and I love you. Like, that, any woman could, like, have me just call them as fuck at that. But if they keep arguing with me, I don't know how to not argue back. I wish I was like one of the guys who's like, hey, I can just go take space. I'm not going to do this. That is not in my forte.
For me, I need a little bit of space so that way I can come correct at you. Because if you keep poking me,
oh, that's the worst part.
But she's never really is like actually like affectionate and like I love you so much and like you're everything. She's never even said anything like that to me ever.
That's a problem. It's either I'm.
So again, I'm just reiterating the point. You're not getting your needs met, so you got to go. That's it. You're not getting your needs met. You got to go. Period.
Too much or not?
Tell me one right now.
No.
Tell me one right now.
I love you, Wes.
Look how she said it. When she said, she said it. I love you, Wes. Like, it's like, dude, it was like.
And she is again there. She's laughing at his pain. Anybody who laughs at your pain, man or woman, they gotta go. They don't love you. They don't care about you.
It was like sarcastic.
Yeah. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Not because Jack asked her to say.
So if you ask me, I say I would do anything for her. I would die for her. She is my life. I love her to death.
No, you don't die for a woman who calls you a faggot. Sorry. That is desperation. That is a lack of self-esteem. That's extremely unattractive. And the answer is no. The answer is no. No. You've got to go.
Your words
I love
little
her to
things
death.
that mean a lot to me, and that's it. I don't even ask.
How long you guys together?
Like 3-4 years.
Oh, it's nothing. You guys baby.
Yeah, so quit asking me to fucking understand all this shit.
Baby.
Dude, understand the guy was in prison forever. You're not allowed to yell at him and call him a bitch. This is how it is.
You're in prison for.
I'm gonna be the
Exactly. You wouldn't care because you don't know shit about it. Just like they don't care about money.
What?
Just like you guys don't care about how much money someone has because you never made it.
No, it's not even about like, don't talk to me this way because of what I went through. It doesn't matter. Just have respect and mutual like consideration for the communication on both ends. Not just because you went through something, we have to tiptoe and conform to what
I am not the first person who started.
She's right. In that situation, she's right. But again, they don't match. She is with him for money to survive. She doesn't like him. He is with her because he's, you know, viscerally, primitively, and carnally attracted to her in like a very lust-based way. But he's wanting, she's a lust object and he's trying to get love. You cannot get love from a lust object. Very simple.
Popping off on God, on the Lord. God, you know she starts popping off.
Wes exhausts people until he does what they want, until they do what he wants.
Exhaust people, yeah.
Yeah, she's right there. He does just, he is very exhausting. He's just very, you know, he doesn't understand. He's playing checkers in a game of chess. He's just trying to brute force his way through everything. I have money, I have status, I have clout. You should love me. No, it's not like an algorithm like that at all. You find the right woman who wants to give you the things that you want, and that's how you build a relationship. But he's leading with his wallet, and she's after money, so you're not going to get love.
Right. Dude, how the f can I exhaust you? Like, I'm doing shit all day.
You do a lot. You could work and exhaust at the same time.
Yeah. I bet I could do the same too, yeah.
This shit's got me fucking exhausted. But
and when he says this shit here's got me exhausted, because it's an emotionally draining fucking relationship. A good relationship energizes you. A good relationship lifts you up. A good relationship makes you more capable as a man, not less capable. The wrong relationship tears you down internally. Your whole life. How many of you guys have dated a girl and then your whole life started going to shit? I dated a girl one time, not a good girl for me, liar, cheater, all this shit that I found out 9-10 months into the relationship. And then I found out completely by accident because I was just like trying to give the girl some grace, found out all this shit. And then I just knew from that point on, I was like, okay, this is terrible. This is not for me. And I got to go. But during that time, I was always stressed out. I always had like my intuition was always going off, right? I wasn't optimizing my business. I wasn't working that really hard. I got up pretty fat. Everything in my life was just like kind of falling apart, slowly but surely. But as soon as that girl, as soon as I got rid of that girl, I dumped her. I quit Rule Zero. I got rid of Charlie and Miguel, for you guys that have been watching the whole story. And then 2 months later, boom. Mega viral, seen billions of times around the world. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. Shinobi says, the fact that this is all on camera shows how much of a bitch this man is. I would never, ever, ever, ever let a private conversation between me and my partner be televised. Weak. Exactly. Your relationship is not for social media. For you guys that like love posting your girl on social media and stuff, you're putting a target on her back. Don't. Cherish your prize at home. Cherish what you have. Like, you'll never see my family members on stream. You'll never see the nephews and nieces in my life. You'll never see them on stream ever. You'll never see anybody precious and dear to me on stream because it's private. My private life is private. It's not for social media. That's it.
Honestly, she just won't understand that the very easy way to do it is to just don't get at this guy foul. He's not a guy to get at foul. Like, you can do a lot of shit to this guy. You can't get at this dude foul. You can just not do it. That's what you cannot do. He is not the person who deals with it. If she said, I'm not the person who deals with this thing, then I would just know. But we don't know with women. They don't tell us what to do or not to do. Yeah. It's like there's no handbook.
There is a handbook. I wrote one, King Dre wrote one. The opportunity is there, but you're not looking for it. It's hard for him to find real good masculine content creators because I'm going to be doing a whole breakdown next week, probably going to be 4-hour-long episode of this dating coach. She calls herself Dating by Blaine, and I just seen the gigantic red flags in this woman who does not have men's best interests at heart. We'll talk about that, okay? But he says there's not a manual for women out there, but this is very, very simple. If you're in a relationship where you're feeling drained, where you're feeling unappreciated, where you're feeling taken advantage of, where you're not feeling happy, where you're always worrying, where is she? What is she doing? Let me check her location. Let me check her Instagram. I can't get a hold of her. She doesn't text me for days on end. Trash. Trash woman. Trash. You got to avoid. Period.
Dude, but want to know how you teach a guy not to do all that? You don't do it?
No.
And if you do it, then yes.
Why did you get somebody to, if somebody's treating you a certain way and that's not in their character, what are you doing?
It is in your character, though. You're lying.
I look back for it. He antagonizes the
It's 100% your character. You just don't want to believe it. You just bottle it down. Look, you bottle it down.
It's a great house to fight in.
Sweet shit. And I sit there and really talk who I am to the world. I'm really me all the time. You act one way on camera, another way beyond my life.
Oh, and that's a big, oh, my camera froze. 1 second. That's a big tell right there too. When he says you act one way when the cameras are off and another way when the camera's on. And she immediately is like, no, I don't. No, I don't. So when she says something like, when she has like a visceral reaction, like, no, I don't, no, I don't, no, I don't, then she probably does. She probably does. For all you guys that have girlfriends that are not doing this to you, I bet you guys are like, thank God that my girlfriend is not like this, because a good woman is seriously the most valuable asset a man can have on this planet. That or like 10 Bitcoin, but almost neck and neck. But I would say more so that having a good quality woman who loves you and genuinely cares about you is phenomenal to have in your side.
Listen, I will pop off on him and call him whatever when he antagonizes me. I'm not.
So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. You can't say somebody antagonized me and did this and did that, and therefore I did these nasty things. No, you did those nasty things because that's who you are. You're a nasty person. Nobody forced you to do these nasty things. Okay? Mr. Wolf TF20, $2 super chat says, I'm out, MLD. Today's lesson is have respect for yourself. Yes, have respect for yourself and leave a woman or a relationship that doesn't serve you. Okay? If you feel drained after talking to the person, you feel exhausted after talking to the person, they're constantly disrespecting you, and it's been going on for a long time. Dude, they broke up like 1,000,000 times, dude. They break. Guys, a healthy relationship, you're not breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. You're not doing that. You are not doing that. Period.
I'm not saying that I'm this perfect person or whatever. I'm real, but he's the only person who antagonizes me to no end, and then I snap.
So then for her, if that happens, you need to be the bigger person and leave the relationship, but she won't.
Simple as that. What is
Fair
there?
enough.
Nobody's antagonizing me on camera.
How would I ever antagonize you? Guys don't do that. Let me.
And maybe sometimes. I'm kidding.
Guys, thanks for watching.
So very toxic, very draining. I'm pretty sure some of you feel drained after that. Cheddar Steve says drained, exhausted, disrespected. Oh, well, that's every woman, bro. No, that's every woman you've been with, my friend. That's every woman you've been there. Guys, there are happy people in relationships around the world. There are happy, loving relationships happening right now. I see it with my own eyes. I see it in people in my family have loving, beautiful, happy families, beautiful, happy relationships. So don't believe this. This is a lie. This is a lie. Okay, Cheddar Steve. So don't believe that. Daniel Bell says, I'm sure he's not the easiest to live with, but she's awful. They both are. When you're in a toxic relationship, dude, the toxicity builds until there's a break. They're going to break up. It just, when is going to happen? But I just pray to God Wes gets his act together because he is helping out a lot of people. This woman's got to go. His message is more important. His calling is more important. What he's able to do is more important than to sacrifice your self-respect, self-worth, and all this just for a girl, just for some pussy. So don't do it, boys, because it'll ruin your life. I love y'all. Peace out.